guys. This is the video that I'm creating for when I'm going to be on vacation. So I'm just going to start the video here. We're going to keep the format the exact same as we're used to in our level 2 classes here. So we're going to start seated in our chair. Get comfortable here, and we're just going to start with breathing. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Remember, we're doing pursed lip breathing like we're blowing out candles, so keep that in mind. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Keep going with that breath. Get 3 more breaths here, nice and slow. Okay. We're going to come into some gentle breathing while we move the arms. So inhale, we're going to reach all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Get 3 more. Use your own breath pattern. You don't have to match me. Awesome, we're going to go into our lateral stretch here. So we're going to take that left hand to the left hip. The right hand is going to go all the way up. Big breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to lean to the left. Keep the right hip nice and heavy on the chair and feel the stretch through the side body here. Breathe. You can use your pursed lip breathing here if you like. Always good to practice it in different positions. And we'll come up. Switch sides, right hand to the hip, left hand goes up. Inhale, exhale. Keep the left hip heavy. Big breath in, and exhale, take the arm back down. Okay, we're gonna go into a twist here, something we're all very familiar with, I'm sure. We're gonna take the left hand beside the left hip, right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh, and we're gonna gently press into our heels and squeeze the butt muscles together and look over the shoulder. Now the reason that we're squeezing the glutes and pressing into the heels is to keep our pelvis nice and square so that when we do our twist, it's all in the spine and we can feel that stretch rather than letting the knee shift forward as we turn. It puts our pelvis in a compromised position for the twist. So make sure that you're actively engaging those hip muscles to come into this twist, peeking over the shoulder, not pressing yourself too far. And come back through center. Okay, we're gonna take it to the other side. So right hand beside the right hip, you can grab the chair or you can take your hand to the hip. And then we're gonna take the left hand to the outer right thigh. We're gonna press into the heels, squeeze the glute muscles together, and look over the right shoulder. Breathe. Big breath in. Exhale, come back to center. All right, we're gonna stand it up. Finish our warm up standing. So we're gonna start with our march, so just marching in place. And remember, we have options here. We can take that knee nice and high in line with the hip, or we can take the legs nice and low. Just walking on the spot. Almost there. You've got it. All right, relax the legs. Take the arms out nice and long. We're gonna draw tiny little circles forwards. Warming up those shoulder muscles. Get a little bit bigger with the arms. And we're gonna go nice and big. Whatever that means to you. And we'll pause here and take it the other direction. So go backwards, nice and big circles. Feel that stretch on the chest. Get a little bit smaller. Smaller. And nice and tiny circles. All right, drop those arms. Give those shoulders a little bit of a quick roll here, forwards and back. And we're gonna come to the side of our chair to open up the hip. So we're gonna lift the leg, open to the side. We're opening and warming up all of our hip muscles. We're turning on our abductors at the side of the hip. We're also turning on our adductors, inner thigh. Now we're gonna take it the other way. So bring the leg up and close it this time. So we're opening to the side first. So we're externally rotated, the knee comes up, and then we internally rotate and bring it back in. Nice. Other side. We're gonna open first. Open the hip first. And we're gonna close, so bring the leg up and close to center. One more. And now we're gonna come into our micro squat. So you can use your chair for support if you need, or you could be here with me. Just a little bit of a squat to turn on our quads, hamstrings, and those calves, as well as the glutes. We're just getting a few here, a few squats. And if you want to use your chair, you can. Almost there. All right. We're going to finish it off with our classic punches. So we're gonna lateral tap and punch across the body. Tap and punch. Yes. Get a little bit faster if you can. Almost there. 3, 2, get one more on each side, and grab some water here. Take a moment to grab some water. Use your pursed lip breathing if you need it here. I have my bands. You're gonna wanna grab your band as well. Okay. All right, pursed lip breathing here. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. And notice here I'm using that tripod positioning. In through the nose, out through the mouth. pursed lips. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Okay, so our first exercise, we're not gonna need our band yet. So we can put that on the back of the chair. What we are going to do is we're going to start with our cardio circuit. The cardio circuit, we're going to do about 40 seconds on and 20 seconds of rest for each exercise. We have 5 exercises. We're going to go through all 5 at 40 seconds. We'll take a little rest, and then we'll go through all 5 at 30 seconds. So let me grab my timer. All right. All right, so our first move is gonna be a chair burpee. So for the chair burpee, we're gonna hold our chair. We're gonna step back, back, in, reach overhead. Now remember, you can go nice and fast, or you can take it nice and slow. You also have the option, if you wanna challenge yourself here, you have the option to hop out, hop in, and reach. So feel free to use whatever variation works best for you. I'm gonna use my timer here because this timer will not work for some reason. So 40 seconds on starts in 3, 2, and 1. Chair burpees. Out, out, in, reach. Or hop, hop, reach. Pick your variation. 40 seconds. You've got it. We're gonna really push ourselves with the cardio today. I encourage you to use your pursed lip breathing through these movements. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. You've got it. Almost there. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Take rest here. You have 20 seconds. I'll show you the next move. We're gonna do our partial jacks. So we're reaching and tapping, or both hands and tap. All right, we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. Join me here when you're ready. Partial jumping jacks. Now remember, using 2 arms is gonna increase that heart rate faster. If you're really struggling, switch to 1. Or you could be here, just the feet. You've got it. I know this one is tough. I put the first 2 at the beginning, the hard 2, I should say, at the beginning. 5 seconds to go. Get a little faster maybe. 3, 2, and 1. All right, our next move we're already familiar with. We did it in our warm-up. We're gonna march on the spot, and that might mean driving the knees up, or it might mean just walking in place. Catch your breath. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. March with me. If you still feel short of breath, in through the nose, out through pursed lips. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Keep going with that breath if you need it. We are all here to support you. We are all crushing it. 10 seconds to go. Maybe you kick those knees just a little bit higher if you can. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next cardio piece is gonna be an upper body one. We're gonna punch. We could also punch up, whatever works for you. We have about 8 seconds of rest left. So catch your breath here. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. Send those punches. You've got it. Increasing heart rate here. Giving the legs a little bit of a rest, those big leg muscles. Working the upper body. Maybe you're uppercutting. Maybe you're mixing it up a little bit with me here. Or maybe you're just sticking with the classic punch. 10 seconds. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. All right, last cardio is going to be shuffles. So we're going to go a little side to side. No rush yet, we still have 10 seconds. Use your pursed lip breathing. Remember, you can always pause this video and then start it when you're ready. All right, join me when you're ready in our side shuffles. I purposely put this one last since I find it's a little bit more lower impact. The arms don't move as much. We're not using a lot of big muscles to do this move, like we are in a march, for example. Yes, nice job. 10 seconds to go. Maybe you move those feet a little bit faster, or maybe you start to swing those arms. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everybody. Grab some water if you need it. Take a few moments to catch your breath. We're gonna take 1 full minute here to just breathe, and then we're gonna get back into it 30 seconds. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. 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 Get a couple more. Okay, grab some water if you have it and you need it. I'm gonna take a few sips here. It's always good to stay hydrated when you're doing cardio. All right, we're gonna come back to our chair burpees. Then we'll go into our partial jacks, marching, punches, and our lateral shuffles. So we're gonna go on for 30 seconds. And 30 seconds is going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Chair burpee. Remember, you can push yourself as fast or as slow as you like here. You're in control. And you can use your breath at any time. Yes. Awesome. 10 seconds to go. You guys are doing so good. Last one, and rest. We got 15 seconds of rest on this round. Remember, our next move here is going to be our partial jack, or maybe you just use one arm. We're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. Join me here. Maybe you want to go a bit faster here, or maybe you're slowing it down a bit and just going one arm and then the other. Almost there. I know this one's tough. 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys remember the next one. Again, same one we did in warm up. We're gonna march. So we're gonna march in 3, 2, and 1. Join me in a march here. Or maybe you're walking in place instead. Using those big muscles in the hips, the quads, hamstrings even to do this march. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next up is our punches. So pick your punching variation. Get ready. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Get to punching. Envision your greatest enemy, or maybe your least favorite book or your least favorite movie, and really punch them out here. This is your opportunity. 10 seconds to go. Remember the options. If you want to change it up, you can. 3, 2, and 1. All right, lateral shuffles is last. So you guys remember this one, we just go side to side. We're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Last one. We've got it. Heart rates are up. We are feeling good. Awesome job. We are almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Take a couple breaths with me here if you need to. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Get a couple more with your own breath here. We are in no rush to return. Remember, you can always pause the video and come back when you're ready. All right, we are into the strength portion of our workout. So we have our band here ready to go. We're not going to need it for the first 2 moves. And these first 2 moves you guys are definitely familiar with. You might not love them, but you're definitely familiar with them. So the first move, we're going to go into our stationary lunge, and we're just going to lunge up and down for 20 seconds. We'll get one side and then the other, and then we're going to come to either the back of our chair, a wall, or a counter space, and we're going to do push-ups. So for the push-ups, if you're on a chair or a counter, you just want to make sure that you're in a nice long line. You can come down low and press yourself up. If you're on the wall, you want to try to be on a bit of an angle, and then you're just going to come down towards the wall and press up. Okay, so let's get into our first lunge position. We're going to get going in 3, 2, and 1. 20-second lunges. Stationary lunges, really. That's what we're doing. You will see a variation on these lunges in your next video, I'm sure, where we'll do walking lunges or stepping lunges. All right, switch. Send the other foot back and lunge. 20 seconds. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, catch your breath. We get 20 seconds of rest. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. All right, we're gonna go into our wall push-ups. So pick your variation. Maybe you're on the back of the chair with me, or maybe you're on the wall. We're going for 40 seconds. We are almost there. All right, I know this one's hard. 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. One more, in through the nose, out through pursed lips. Take a moment to drink some water here. We're gonna repeat that set. All right, get into that lunge position. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. You've got it. Yes, nice job. Keep pushing. 3, 2, switch. Keep going. Three, 2, last one. All right. Take your 20 seconds before you come into your push-up. Use your pursed lip breathing. And you can join me in the push-ups when you're ready. Now just a reminder, if you're going to do this on the back of the chair, make sure you have something in front of the chair or press the chair against a wall. This way the chair will not move on you. Safety is the most important thing when we're exercising, so be mindful of that. 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab some water. Breathe. Use the pursed lip breathing if you need it. For our next move, we're going to take our band to the floor and we're going to step onto it and we're going to hold the band. We're going to be going into squats. So remember with this one, if you want to make it harder, go lower on the band to add resistance. If it's too hard, go farther on the band towards the ends, and that'll give you less resistance. You also have the option to just drop your band and do this body weight. If that works for you, you could be here. Wherever you're at, pick your starting point. We are going in 3, 2, and 1. 40-second squat. Nice job, you've got it. Almost there. You've got 3, 2, and last one. Awesome job. Okay, we're gonna keep the band on the floor, but we're gonna change the way we're stepping on it so it's mostly our toes on the band. Now, you guys probably know where I'm going with this. We're gonna do a calf raise. So we're gonna press onto our toes. Join me when you're ready. We're going for 40 seconds. And be mindful with this one that you're not pulling up with the arms. Keep the shoulders relaxed and let the legs do the work for you. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, last one. Awesome job. Catch your breath. We're gonna go through that one more time, 2 rounds. Step on the band. And we're gonna go in about 10 seconds back to our squat here. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Join me in the squat. We're going for 40 seconds. Nice job. I know this one is tough. I know you're already sore from the lunges. You've got it. 3, 2, last one. Nice job. All right, you can step off and switch to the toes. And we'll go in about 10 seconds. Use your purse-lip breathing here. Pause the video if you need. All right, calf raise in 3, 2, and 1. Nice calf raise. Perfect. I know this one is challenging. Make sure that your toes are really pressing into that band. Ten seconds to go. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna come down to our chair. We're gonna do a row, and then we're gonna go into something for the shoulders here. Both moves that you've seen before. So for this first one, we're gonna take the feet out nice and long in front of us, and we're gonna take the band behind the feet. I like to go about middle of the foot. You also have the option to wrap the band. So you could lay the band over top of your feet and then take it under the feet and pull through the center. So whatever works for you. We're gonna get nice and comfortable in the chair, have the legs out nice and long, and we're gonna row the band in. So we're going in 3, 2, and row. Keep the elbows tight to the body. Squeeze your shoulder blades when you get elbows behind you. And notice that my elbows are close to the ribs, so I'm not flying my elbows out at the side. I'm staying nice and close, using my back muscles. You've got it. Shoulders are relaxed. All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna stand up. We're gonna lay the band across the seat. Make sure that it's even on both sides, or relatively even. And then we're just gonna sit on the band. So we're gonna do our lateral raise here. So you're welcome to wrap the band around your hand to create a little handle if you like. And we're just gonna come up to the side. So we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. We're going up and down. Notice that I'm not going any higher than shoulder level. And the other thing that you can't quite see in video sometimes is I have my arms slightly in front of me. So I don't want to have them directly to my side where I can't see them in my peripheral vision. You want to be slightly in front. And I'll try to show this here. Slightly in front. Sort of like you're making a big V shape. 10 seconds to go. And remember this variation, if this doesn't feel good, you can go body weight, and you can also shorten the range of motion. 3, 2, and 1. Take that band out, sit back down, and we're gonna wrap that band around our feet for our last row. So take the band around the feet, take the feet out in front of you. Awesome. All right, whoops. Okay, we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1, rowing. Sit up nice and tall for this one. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Let those muscles work. Almost there. 3, 2, 1 more, and 1. All right, we'll stand it up one more time. Drape the band over the seat. Grab a seat and prepare for that lateral raise. We've got about 10 seconds of rest still. Use your pursed lip breathing if you need it. And we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. Lateral raise. Now remember with this one that you can shorten on the band to make it harder so you have resistance most of the way through. Or you can go to the end of the band so you have less resistance until you get through. Almost there. 3, 2, we got 1 more, and we can drop the arms. All right, we are through the strength portion here. We're gonna do balance for a couple of minutes, and then we'll go into a nice invigorating stretch here. So we're gonna stand it up. You can move your band out of the way just so that you don't trip on it. You're welcome to take it to the back of your chair or elsewhere. And we're just gonna come to the side of our chair. And we have 2 options here. We can bend the knee or bend the foot behind us, or we can take the leg in front and turn on the hip as well. So pick your variation. We're gonna pick the leg up off the floor, and we're just gonna hold. So maybe you're holding a support. Maybe you try lifting your hand. Or maybe you come to a fingertip instead of the whole hand. And if you're able to join me, maybe you take your hands to the center of the chest or you cross them over. Squeeze the belly button in towards the spine, squeeze the glutes together, and bend this knee just slightly. Keeping this knee slightly bent turns on the muscles so that all the work isn't put into the joint. We've got 5 more seconds. And we can drop that leg. All right, let's come over to the other side. Pick up the other leg and get ready. Maybe you have a support. You come to your fingertip or you play around with lifting and lowering. And maybe if you're ready, you take your hands to prayer or cross them over your chest. Nice job. Remember, we want to bend this knee just slightly. We want to turn on the glutes and use the core. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, for this next balancing pose here, we're going to be going into a tandem stance. So make sure that you have enough room to do this. We're going to be walking around just a little bit. Just be kind with yourself. If you find this very difficult at all, just practice this because it's going to get a lot easier the more you practice this move. So we're going to start with the left foot back, right foot's going to come in front. We're going to hold here. If you want to take your arms out for balance, you're welcome to. And if you want to challenge yourself, maybe you cross them over your chest. Now, if you guys remember in class, we would rock forwards onto our front foot and then onto our back foot. This is a good way to help you shift from foot to foot to walk the back leg forwards. So we're just going to slowly walk a tightrope. like we've just been pulled over by the police. And maybe we start to go backwards. The other thing I find with postures like this is it's really helpful if you focus your gaze on something that isn't moving, like a wall or a photo on a wall or even a scratch on the wall. And I'll show you from the side here, we'll do it again. We'll start with the right foot back, left foot in front. And we're just gonna take that foot forwards. And then we're gonna take the left foot forwards. Nice job. One more. And then we're gonna go backwards. So focus your gaze, find your heel, and then shift your weight as you go backwards. All right. I hope that wasn't too challenging. I know the tandem stance is one that a lot of us struggle with, so that's why I included it. Feel free to go back in this video to get a little bit more balance if you want to practice a little bit more. I am planning on making a video as well that's on balance, and at this point it might already be out. So if it is, I encourage you to go watch that video as well if you want to. All right, we're gonna go through a stretch together. Takes about 10 to 15 minutes. So pick the stretches that work for you. I encourage you to try them all, but if not all of them are accessible to you, use a variation that I've shown in class before. So we're gonna start with our calf stretch. Hold your chair in front of you and step your right foot all the way back so that both feet point straight ahead. We're gonna press into the right heel to lunge the left knee forwards. So really driving into that back heel to feel that stretch in the calf. We'll take a big breath in. And on the exhale, press onto the toes of the back foot. Press the hips towards the chair. Now remember, we don't want to press the hips too far forwards, but we want to keep hips, ribs, and shoulders in a nice stacked line. And you could stay here, or maybe you reach back to stretch the chest a little bit too. Totally up to you. You should feel this in the right hip, the right quad. And we'll take it together. We're gonna step the left foot back, drive the heel down, check that both toes point straight ahead, and then pushing into the left heel, we're gonna lunge the right knee forwards. Big breath in here. Exhale, press onto the toe, press the hips towards the chair, and let yourself feel that stretch in the quad. If you want to add that chest opener, you're totally welcome to. And we'll bring the feet together. Okay, for this next one, you're gonna wanna hold the chair. We're gonna step the feet wide so that they're about the width of the chair, maybe a little bit wider. And we're just gonna get a lateral lunge to stretch through the inner thigh. So we're gonna turn the right toes just about 45 degrees so the knee tracks in the same direction. And then we're gonna push our hips back behind us and bend through the right knee. You are welcome to come into the position I'm in here, or you could keep both arms on the chair in whatever position you feel comfortable in, as long as you feel that stretch on the left inner thigh and perhaps the left back body just a little bit, maybe the glute and maybe the hamstring. Big breath in to come up. All right, we'll turn the toes in. Left toes turn out slightly. Big breath in. Exhale, push your hips back and bend through the left knee. And inhale to come back to center. You can heel toe it back together, or you can step your feet together. We're gonna stretch our chest next. So I'm gonna move my chair so that I can show you where to place your hands. We have 3 options for our chest stretch. Option 1 is to go into that cactus position and pull the elbows back behind us. Now remember with this one that we wanna make sure elbows and wrists are stacked, so we don't wanna be out here or in here. We want to have them nice and stacked, and then open the chest by pulling the elbows behind us and squeezing the shoulder blades. Option 2, we'll take our hands and it's going to come to the small back, and we're going to pull the elbows back behind us as if we're trying to touch them together, which you probably won't be able to do unless maybe you're double jointed or something. And then we just gently look up and keep the shoulders relaxed away from the head. Option 3, we interlace the hands and drive the knuckles down towards the floor. So pick your variation. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's body will respond differently to different stretches and exercises. So don't force yourself into a position that doesn't feel good. This is our cool down, so we want to make sure that this feels good. It should be a relief. It should feel nice after working the muscles. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Okay, we're gonna use the chair for one last standing stretch and then we'll grab a seat. We're gonna hold the back of the chair as we walk the legs back behind us and drop the head between the elbows. You can hang out here, you could sway your hips a little side to side, or you could bend the knees softly. And we'll come all the way up. And we're going to grab a seat in our chair. Okay. So we're seated in the chair. We're going to move the bum to the edge of the chair so that our legs are free, so we can stretch our hamstrings. So, edge of chair, we're going to lengthen our right leg nice and long. Left leg stays bent. We're going to take the hands onto the left thigh. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, lead with your chest towards your knees and keep your head in what we call a neutral position. So meaning we're not looking up or looking down, but we keep the head in a neutral position as if we were just looking straight ahead and come forwards. Now, if you want to add a reach, you're welcome to do that. You also have the option to inhale and then exhale to round the spine and sink into the stretch. Pick what feels good for you. Remember, like what I said, every body is going to be different. Every body will respond differently. The one thing I will cue you to do is actively pull those toes back towards you to get a nice stretch through the back of the calf. And we'll come up and switch sides. Left leg nice and long. Same thing, pull those toes back. Hands come onto the right thigh. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, hinge forwards. You've got it. Breathe here. And we'll come up out of that. All right, we're gonna go back to our twist. So we're gonna press into the heels and squeeze the glute muscles together. We're gonna take the right hand to the outer left thigh, left hand beside the left hip, and gently look over the shoulder. Make sure the legs are active here. We'll come through center and go over to the other side. Legs are active, press into the heels, squeeze the glutes to look over the shoulder. And we'll come back through center. All right, let's roll through those wrists. Use them quite a bit with those bands. Other way. Lots of little accessory muscles through our forearms that help us grip things and hold weighted things. So we want to make sure we treat those wrists nicely. All right, we're going to roll those shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale, send them back and down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Get a few more. Awesome job. All right, we're gonna sit up tall in the chair, take the legs into a V shape, arms long at your side. Inhale, look all the way up. Exhale, look all the way down. Inhale, look straight ahead. Exhale, look to the right. Try to just use your head here, stay for a breath. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Stay for a breath. Inhale back to center. Now we're just gonna gently look to the right, drop the chin to look towards the right hand, and just stay here for a breath. Inhale back through center. We're gonna take it to the left, drop the chin and look towards the hand. Stay for a breath. All right, inhale back to center. Okay, let's finish with a few big breaths together. So legs are still in that V shape. Big breath in, we're gonna reach all the way up and overhead. Exhale, hands to thighs. Hang the head, hang the chest. Inhale, press back up and reach. Exhale, come down. Last inhale, take the biggest breath in that you've taken all day long. And on the exhale, give yourself a big hug and a pat on the back. Nice job today, guys. I really appreciate you hopping onto this video and completing it. Leave a comment below so I know how it went. I will have 2 more videos coming out for you for Thursday and next Tuesday for when I'm away, and I'll be back the following Thursday, I believe. But we'll see how it all ends up working out. I might have my days wrong here. Otherwise, you guys did awesome today. I'll see everybody at the next class. Nice job, and try to enjoy the weather. I'm filming this currently in May, but I'm hoping that June weather is still really good. All right, I'll see you guys soon.